Well, there we go. We should be live. I believe we're gonna go with yes. Gonna go with yes. Um, right. So Cyberpunk Red. It's been a bit, but we're back, and we left on something of a cliffhanger last time. Something of. You guys have infiltrated the government base. You're in the bowels of a building still under construction, under the guise of workers checking for inconsistencies in the foundation pouring to make sure that the whole structure doesn't just come down on everyone's ears. You have gotten in through a construction company that you have paid to take the place of a couple of individuals. And here we are. So Marius has jacked into a system, all bare brains like, just using his trodes, not with a deck at all, no programs. Laszlo running a little bit of med tech. All the power's been cut off, so these bodies that are inside of these stasis medical devices on battery power. Laszlo's wired up two of them. One Nancy's, two the one that Marius is in currently, so that he can go trip the net. Jameis, your character is trying to fend off the starting to get suspicious guards up top, as you are taking longer than expected to get your readings on the foundation materials down here. So the last communications was that you told them that you are having some anomalies show up on your scanning device. They asked if turning off the power would help. You said yes. So power was shut down. That was moments ago, so you bought yourself a little bit of time. Right. Marius, on the net running side of things, not so good. Not so good. You have alerted a bit of black ice to your presence inside the net, and that's where we're going to start. So a few things. First of all, what's your interface rank?
4.
4. Okay, so you have 3 net actions.
Yes.
So each round you can choose to take a meat action or your net actions. You can also move in meat space as well. So you can take your net actions and also move in meat space, but you can't take an action in meat space if you decide to use your net actions.
Right.
And considering your meat body is in a tube right now, meh.
There's not much I can do there,
Yeah. So you have alerted some black ice to your presence. So the first thing that we're going to have to do is figure out who's faster, you or the black ice.
definitely me.
You think? You think? All right. Give me just a second here. I've got to look up my black ice, see how fast it goes.
I guarantee not as fast as me.
Oh, you wish that were true.
I really do wish that were true.
Okay, so you're going to roll your interface.
Okay.
If you had a speed bonus, which you don't, because it's usually granted by software, plus a D10, and it's going to be a versus the ice's speed, plus a D10, and the ice is speed of a 6. So D10 plus 6 on my side, and you do yours.
For those playing along at home, the DCs and stuff of net running are different to the DCs and that of normal.
Yeah, in this case, it's not a DC. It is actually
the DC equivalent, the system doing stuff. It's on a slightly different scale.
So it is faster than you, Marius. No surprise. And actually, to make this work a little smoother, let me just write down the stats on a piece here so I don't have to keep referencing back. I can see why they sell a set of cards for a net running, and I can definitely see why it would be useful in this game. Running it digital or not, would be kind of cool to have that. Okay. Okay, here we go. So you lost the speed check against the black ice. So
Right.
if it beats your check, You suffer its effect immediately. In this case, this thing looks like a hound, a Doberman, is the graphical image of it as it jumps forward towards you.
Just a puppy.
Yeah, unleashing a bite, a vicious bite.
It's just a puppy.
Doing 9 points of damage directly to your brain. So this is actually directly off of your health.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
Okay. If you were using a cyber deck, it would catch fire at this point. which you are not. Which you are not. And you are in a liquid medium currently. So you're not going to suffer the effects of being on fire each round. At least there's that.
There's the bonus.
That is the bonus.
Just as he planned.
You can't fry my brain.
Just as he planned. And I think, let's see. Speed is 6, so... Okay. So, meanwhile, outside, Laszlo was monitoring your vital signs, knowing that going in all bare-brained into the net like this will show up as physical trauma if anything bad is happening. Bad things are happening, Laszlo. His brain is still showing that just carrier wave, showing that his mind isn't in the body, but his body's core temperature, heart rate, everything has increased. You can start to see hemorrhaging in his brain going on.
Oh no, this does not happen on the corpses I usually look at. I mean, I will do what I can to keep him stable. I'm not really sure what I can do.
Well, he has taken physical damage, so you can med tech him up.
I mean, yeah, but I've got nothing that can heal physical hit points right now.
Oh,
I seem to recall using it on him last time, and it can only be used.
Yep.
Once a day, I believe that particular thing can be used. So yeah, I can treat the symptoms, but not a lot. I'll give you a medtech roll if you want, or a first aid roll is probably more appropriate because I'm not using, unless I'm using the cryo stuff that he's plugged into.
Well, the cryo stuff is mostly it's just to keep his body in a state of in a coma is what it's for. It doesn't have any real ability to do healing.
And
that's with some other bodies that are around.
I can't really do brain surgery in the middle of this.
Yeah, so Laszlo, you do see that his body is he's taking damage to his brain currently. His vital signs are all boosted up. What are you doing? Shoot, it's Elena. Is it Elena? I keep forgetting.
It's Elena.
Yeah. Elena, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's Elena doing?
The
guard's like, all right, power's off. Get your readings as fast as you can.
Yeah.
He's just kind of yelling down the elevator shaft.
Okay, well, I will start doing that. Well, also what I want to do is have a look over the elevator and mess with it such that we can... Well, I'll explain the intention. Such that when we go, we're going to get the elevator, get us out now, the elevator doesn't work. So that's going to give us some more time. That's what we're going to do. So
okay.
I'd like to save the elevator.
You can try and make the elevator so that it can't be so the controls down here are the only ones that work it, maybe?
Yeah, something so it doesn't also look like I've just done that, but something, it's not working, we can't get back out.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, go ahead and give me a tech test on this one. This will be electronics. So it's not going to take a very difficult roll for this to work, but the difficulty roll for it to be looking not suspicious is higher. You're fine. Yeah.
This is what I do.
You create just a spark somewhere else down the power conduit that registers. So like, hey, we got a short registering up here. Hang tight. I don't know that the elevator's going to work. He yells down.
Can you get on that?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Marius, you can take your actions now. You have 3 actions you can take, which could be 3 attacks.
Okay.
Or you can try and do something else. Running isn't really useful because you run at the speed of thought. Everything runs at the speed of thought. You're not faster than the speed of thought.
As long as I can think faster than a computer, I can outrun it. How fast does a computer think? I'm gonna have to calculate
Faster than you. Faster than you.
The speed of electricity. Damn it! I'm always foiled.
So here's the thing. Like you can take an action just to log out to get yourself out of danger. Of
Right.
course, it will leave the system alert that there was an intrusion, and then you haven't done your goal either. But you'd be safe.
I'd be safe, but then everyone else would be hurting.
Yeah.
Like everyone else would know, or they'd know that someone was in there. Then they turn on everyone else down here.
Well, you also went in to get Nancy, and you haven't done that.
Yeah, the only way to, so I could try and defeat the black ice. You can't hide from it, right? There's no.
You've already tried that. Last episode, you tried to hide from it. It found you.
Can I gouge
suggest
its eyes
something?
out? Sorry.
Can I suggest something, or was that cross table talk?
Yeah, no, I'll
you can
hear.
try. You can try to slide, which is to essentially try to flee, and then you'll have if you succeed, you can try to hide again.
Oh, okay.
So basically, to disengage, sort of thing. You can try that.
Okay. Were you gonna stay, Elena?
Well, it wouldn't be, Elena wouldn't be able to suggest this. Would be James suggesting it. I'll say it, and you can sort of say yes or no. Can you basically somehow crash the system so that it automatically ejects everyone currently logged in? Hopefully, ejecting Nancy's personality back into her brain at the same time.
And you, since you're
To do
connected
that-
to the system.
To do that, you have to get to the lowest level of the system to be able to insert something like that. You're not there. You haven't
That's
gotten
helpful
past the
here.
first number. Yeah.
So if you can't defend, you can't run, you can't do something clever, that leaves attack.
He can. Well, that's what I was gonna say. He can attack and he can run,
I can
or he
slide.
can log out. Yeah.
And if I hide, is that like just one turn? It doesn't find me, and it automatically finds me the next, or no?
So if you successfully slide, you can then try to hide yourself. You have 3 actions. Sliding is an action, but you can only attempt it once in a turn. So
In a
like
turn.
if you fail to slide, you can't try again on the same turn.
Well, then let's slide. Let's do it.
Okay, so here's how this works. It's your interface skill plus a D10. Normally, you'd have a
Okay.
program to help. You don't. Now it's going to be a versus the program's perception and a roll of D10.
Okay.
It has a perception of 6.
I think I can do this.
Oh, oh, oh! That's not going to do it.
It was nice.
It didn't roll phenomenally well itself, but it's
Well,
still
if
better
you-
than you did.
Wow. At this
Okay,
point,
so
I
you
just
you failed to slide. You have 2 more actions though.
Actually,
So
no,
you
it rolled
can't
a
slide
1
again.
on its one. It rolled a 1 on its 1 die. Isn't that automatic fail for NPCs?
No, not for a program. Doesn't work that way.
Okay.
It's an automatic negative the second number. Oh, you mean the program? No. Programs don't get get them. They don't.
Okay.
It's unfair. The system is biased against us.
It is. It's completely against you.
all right.
Stupid
Well,
biologicals.
So you
Fine.
have 2 more actions, but you can't try to slide again.
I'm gonna zap this thing in the face.
Okay. So zapping. Let's see. It is your network interface plus a D10 against its defense value plus a D10. Its defense is only a 2, but you don't do a lot of damage since you don't have a program with you. You're
Extra damage dice, none.
Marius really is the worst netrunner.
Oh,
This is what happens when you lie on your resume.
Yeah. Okay, so your second action, you fail to zap. You can try it again with your third.
I think I'd like to pray to all the deities out there for my third action for divine intervention.
Let's see.
Ah.
Is that a
Hey,
net
that
running
worked
action?
yesterday's
No,
game.
no, there is
Worked
no
really
god
well.
in the net.
It worked well yesterday.
Okay, so you still have a third action. So you can jack out, you can attack, or you can try something else.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna drop on my knees. I'm gonna cry. Ones and zeros. Oh, I'll just roll zap. At one point, I've got to get it.
Okay, that's a good number. Let's see what it does. It has to roll a 10 to be able to avoid this. Oh my god.
So about that luck you were planning to use.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, how not to be a net runner.
Actually, in a versus test, I think it doesn't bounce on equal. Equal is good enough, isn't it? I don't think it goes to the defender in this.
I have no idea.
Yeah, let's go with that for now. Just for funsies. Just for funsies.
Just
So it
for
does-
mercy.
just for pity. Yeah.
Okay. So you do some damage to it. You do 5 points of damage to it. It's not enough to de-res it, but it
Okay.
does, it does shimmer for a moment. You have done some damage to it. So
Okay.
that is an action. You've had an action.
Yep. Yep.
So meanwhile, on the other side, so Laszlo, you see his heart rate is, has increased. He so far hasn't taken any more trauma.
It's only a matter of time.
Elena has made it so that the elevators look like there's some system failure, so that it can't move, but still have control of it down here. Also, technically, it takes 10 minutes to do the scan with the device you have. So they were expecting once the power is off that you'd need 10 minutes again anyway.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering why you were harping on
Right.
me about needing to do things. I just did this.
Who's
You guys-
considered the defender in the role?
Who's
Marius,
considered the defender? Would
since
be
he
the program.
attacked.
The program.
But the program was attacking versus his.
No, I
No,
attacked
no.
and the program defended.
He attacked the program. Yeah.
But because the program is using what skill?
It's just got a defensive value.
Okay, then I will keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. Get back to guarding the
Yeah.
limbs.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you want to do, Laszlo? I mean, you could prep Nancy's body because it does take a little bit of time to get them out of the chemical coma. You could start prepping that.
I mean, if that needs to be done, then yes, I guess so. I wouldn't know what needs to be done to remove somebody from cryostasis, because that's a thing that Laszlo deals with. Well, could potentially deal with if they weren't all corpses when he was dealing with them.
Well, I
So,
mean,
yeah.
you do revive healthy tissue out of cryo chambers because you're always dealing with donor organs. So
I wonder if this will be an interesting test. I will start tapping. I don't know. SOS, I guess, into her palm as that. See if that will actually get any response from her while I am also, prepping her body. And maybe
interesting.
we'll
Okay.
call her back. I don't know. We'll find out.
well, give me a roll, and if you have a specialty with cryo chambers,
It all falls under the
Okay.
medtech skill.
Yep.
So here we go.
Good thought.
Do.
yeah, no problem. It's actually fairly standard. It's it's newer tech. You don't get to work with stuff this new, but it's all standard controls. You know how to work it pretty well. You start the process of bringing the person's body, temperature up slowly. Making sure all the vitals are good. Meanwhile, Marius continues to spasm inside of the cell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compare the rolls we had with the rolls that Marius had.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Even if he wins, I will manage to roll a 1 on my revive him roll. Don't worry.
Okay. This time, it is a versus for the black ice to actually do damage to you, Marius. So it's your interface plus a D10. Unfortunately, no programs to help you shield yourself, but your interface is good. 6 is its attack. You rolled a 12. Rolled a 15. Okay. Your meat body takes 4 more points of damage.
It's okay. I'm still breathing.
Okay. So your turn. You have 3 net actions.
You know what? I got lots of hit points. I'm going to try and zap it for 3 turns in a row. What have I got to lose? First zap.
Like a good idea. So that's a good idea. Yeah.
7.
7. At least it's a positive number. That zap does not get through. Go on with your next. Remember, you have luck.
I'm going to keep going. Oh, you know what? 8 luck. There we go. 8 luck.
I don't.
No, don't. You're not doing that much damage that it's worth it. Not spending all your luck on one go.
Oh, I already did.
Luckily, yeah, it was wasted.
It was wasted. It's all good. At least I succeeded at something.
Yeah, you absolutely can't beat that number. So you do 2 more points of damage to it. Yeah, it starts to shimmer a little bit. You are doing damage to it. And your third action? Or your third zap?
Again. Zap it again.
See, this is why you're only supposed to spend 1 point of luck.
Yeah.
That gives you the green number.
It can't do less than that on its defense. So that just fails.
I see his strategy is to confuse the program with its completely outside the box performance. How can it possibly recognize what this behavior is and counteract it?
I'm basically hitting myself in the face.
Okay.
It's like your karate training all over again.
This is just moments, so nothing special is going on. So we'll just go back to the top. Go ahead and roll your interface in a D10 again as it continues its attack on you. Okay. How much hit points do you have left? Because you just take 6 more.
I have 7.
Okay, Laszlo, he's starting to bleed through there's blood coming out of his nose and out of his ears and under his eyes.
I mean, I don't know that I can eject him. I've got nothing that can heal him because, as I say,
well, you can. Like you can sever his net connection, and then he'll have dump shock, which he may or may not survive.
I mean, if I have to roll, it's not surviving.
If that's how it's looking, then I guess that's what I will do. Yeah.
I mean, he's seriously wounded at this point. I'm pretty sure he's actually needs to be making death saves. I think
he looks less healthy than the corpses I work on.
Yeah. Brain hemorrhaging.
All right, so you're gonna yank the cord.
I'll yank him out of that thing.
All right. Okay.
I could have taken one more hit.
Do you want me to make a medical tech roll so that I can roll a 1?
Oh, you don't need to. You can literally just pull the wires.
But I want to kill him with my 1.
Oh, you'll still have a chance.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Where's dump shock? Bear with me here. Come on. Okay, here we go. Oh, you're kidding me.
About him being dead? Nah.
No. I don't think the book actually lists what happens when you don't willfully end a connection. It just says it's dangerous.
I
Oh,
think
I
this
thought it
came up
did.
last time and we couldn't find anything there either.
Slide, Pathfinder, control. Okay, so jacking in or out. Using that action, you can jack into it.
Yeah, we'll look at that.
Who can find it first?
I suffer all the effects of all remaining enemy black
Yeah, so
ice.
as far as I can tell, that's it. They don't have shock rules. It's just if you are in the middle of combating something when you're pulled out, you suffer the effects of the program.
Sounds bad enough as is.
Well, they used to have like you were sick and could possibly take damage and shock, but I don't see that anymore.
Oh.
Okay, well, good enough.
Good.
So it's basically just another roll of damage to you then, which is not good in itself.
How bad could it be?
Bad.
Real bad.
Always look on the bright side of life. If there's any of it left.
Oh, okay.
So-
Wait. It gives a page reference. Okay, let's look at that page reference real quick.
How about your next character? Will it be a pessimist?
Will it be just as good at net running?
Can't be worse.
Can't possibly be as good as Marius.
Okay, yeah, that's it. All right. How many hit points did you have left?
7.
7.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Actually, go ahead and roll your interface in a D10.
Oh, miracles.
Okay, maybe you're okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It attempts to de-res you as you're going out. You're able to fend it off, and you are brought suddenly back to life. In your body, you have a splitting migraine headache. The tank is filled with blood coming out of your nose, your eyes, your ears.
All right, guys, can we go to the In-N-Out Burger? I'm a little hungry here.
No. There's they have a different brand chain on the base.
All right.
Oh, you wanted to leave. I see.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's bring Nancy. She's got to be safe by now after all the
All
net
right,
running.
Laszlo, so you can bring her back, or at least you can bring her body back. You can sever the cord and see what happens.
Yeah, there's one other thing we could try. I use the box of magic cyberness and just ask it to try and crash the system and bring Nancy back. Because it can't do the sophisticated net running Marius can do.
I didn't
But at
think-
least it might be able to do something basic like that, which is currently our best hope for getting Nancy's brain back. Because currently we've got no option of we just leave her, we just take the body and run. Yeah, this way we might at least crash the system and maybe eject her mind back into the body and then run.
I didn't think we
It's a-
brought it
it's a
with
maybe.
us.
It's a maybe over and nothing. Well, it's sort of confused as to whether or not I have it.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't think you brought it with you.
Okay, I didn't. Okay, no.
Yeah,
sorry,
because
didn't bring
it was one of the things about smuggling something like that in.
Yep, Dave didn't bring it. Tough luck.
Okay. So Laszlo, you get the procedure to bring her back. Roll me a D8.
How much
D-
did you pay?
8. All right. An 8. How do you like them apples? Or
It has to be
numbers?
the good number, right?
Yeah,
It's
hopefully
green.
or it takes 8 extra rounds for something to happen.
Okay. She comes through really groggy. You would expect somebody that's been kept in a chemical coma for a while to react this way. Vital signs are there. I mean, you can see the pupils dilate.
Autonomic responses. There is at least
Yes.
autonomic responses here, so she
She starts
her
coughing.
body as well.
Starts looking around. Who are you?
What is
Where
your
are we?
name?
I go by Alt.
Okay, you are not in your body then, I think. I think you are somebody else in somebody else's body by mistake. But
She
okay, I guess
looks
this is what we
down.
got for now, I guess.
Can we put her
His
back and
body
try
has
something
considerably
else?
more scars than I'm used to. I'll give you that.
You can tell that without.
Oh. Is one of these two bodies yours? I show her the two which I have turned the power off on.
Okay, yeah. So she gets out of the tank, a little woozy, kind of looks down. Nope. Nope.
Okay, well, there we go. Welcome back, I guess. Now, I'm not sure how to get you out of here or anything else, but there we go.
What?
Let's.
Year is it?
It's
Good question.
yes, 2045. Did we move over a year by now? 2045, I believe.
Did someone pay you to retrieve me? What's going on here?
No, you're not the person we were sent for. Look, it doesn't. Look. Let us just try and get out of here, and then we can deal with questions later. All right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Well done,
She
Marius.
reaches
You
down,
rescued someone.
like she's really used to having a gun on her hip, and of course, no gun. It looks around. There are some medical robes. There was a medical robe on. Meanwhile, the guard upstairs, I think we got it fixed. The lights come back on. The elevator seems like it's working now. Hey,
Okay,
if you're done, look, we got a lunch break coming up. Can we get you out of here?
Yeah. Oh, hey guys, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here.
Sure. Let's just ride up that elevator. Oh wait, is that a fault? Oh damn, we gotta double check this. Maybe we should tell them to send the next guy out on their lunch break, shift rotate or whatever.
We can get out easily. Are we getting out now or not? I don't know. Are we ready to go?
As far as I'm concerned, yes, mission successful. We should go.
Do we have a way of getting this unconscious person who was previously unconscious out of here? Because I thought the plan was rocket launcher.
Marius, what is your wound state at right now? What threshold did you hit?
All of them?
You're less than half your HP, but
Yep.
right, you're less than half.
Yeah, I'm less than a third.
Okay, well, you're not less than one, so you're seriously wounded. -2 all your actions.
Okay.
So, do we have an extra person coming out? Is the question.
I mean, yes, we must do.
Yes.
Okay. Everyone get into the lift, huddle down, try and disguise that we're not all in the same outfit. I'll get us out of here. Come on, we need to get out of here. Need to get out of here. Come on.
Okay,
Get going.
all right. Yeah.
So, I'll explain my plan to Bird and you can say how badly it's going to go.
We could just.
What do you want to do?
We could just tell them.
I'll explain to Bird how we're going to try to present it. We get in the lift, we're huddling down, so we're sort of like a bit cramped, with the one in the medical gear sort of in the middle, so you can't see that one of us in the middle. I'm going to try and race us out of the lift. It's coming down. It's coming down. Look at these readings. We've got to get out of here. Panic, panic, panic. And we rush for the. We're going to tell the others. We're going to rush to the door as soon as we get out of here. Go now. Rush. Run.
Fantastic idea, Elena.
If you want to go for the other door, we can do that as well. But we got to get out of here. We've got to get out of here. Look at it. The readings are coming down. No point to the readings, which
I mean, that could blow. We could blow something up.
Make their readings flash alarmingly because I know how to control the device. And I'm just a young girl. I don't know what I'm doing. That's why the readings are weird.
Yeah, I think this is going to come down to a social skill to see if you're believable. Though.
I knew that. That's why I'm going to blow all my luck on this skill.
This would be a fantastic point for our missing player to just magically show up.
That was my plan. Also, I pretty much knew it was going to come down to me breaking the roll. So,
yep.
We could just say we have a problem. A person just walked up to us. They are in a hospital gown. And then when they come to investigate, we hit them.
Yeah. I
mean, we do it this way.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, sure.
So, yeah, it's going to come down to a persuasion check.
Yep. Where does that come under?
It is a social skill. It is based on cool.
Okay. There we go. So this is +7. I don't know how to add 7 into the thing.
You can't.
17. So that's what left to against 17.
Yeah. Okay. And you said you're waving around the device.
Which I'm making flash. Because it's going, look at these bad numbers.
Okay.
Let's get out of here. Panic. Run.
Yeah, so the guy that's at the top, there's only 2 guys there, and the second guy was already kind of like on his way out. The one guy was just kind of waiting. You come up, you start yelling panicked about the whole place coming down, waving the device. It's redlining on there. He's not caring whether or not you're following or not. He runs out.
After we all go, you don't have encountered how many of us there are. My plan worked.
Yep. Unfortunately, he does get on. You can hear him contacting on the comms. It's like, we got a code 3 emergency in building 16A. There's a fault in the substructure. It's going down. The maintenance crew says it's going down. Get some help over here.
That's why part 2 of my plan is I'm a young girl who doesn't know what the hell I'm doing with this tech. I read it wrong.
But he clears the building. He's not looking back. So you guys clear the building too.
Because that's all. We take care of that afterwards.
A couple of military vehicles kind of headed in your way in a hurry, as well as like a fire truck, military version fire truck coming this way as well.
I'm just going to come off as amazingly incompetent, and our crew manager is just going to say, "Okay, she doesn't get to do that."
He's not currently paying attention to you. So what do you guys want to do? You're out. He hasn't noticed there's an extra person.
Get back to where our crew is, the builders, and then mingle in with them and get her a proper outfit.
Okay, so she's wearing a medical gown.
Yeah.
Didn't we have a secret compartment or something for?
Well, no, actually, what was that? He was just going to accidentally push one of his guys into the cement mixer and take his outfit or something like that. You go, he owes me money. Sort of.
Yeah, that was something you guys had figured out earlier.
Yeah.
The crew chief had already figured out who he could make disappear.
Yeah. So, I'll look at an extra outfit now.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. As you cross the base to get back to your work crew, as I said, she kind of stands out because she's wearing just a medical gown. Let's see if anybody takes notice of that.
That's why there's panic and alarms and stuff that people aren't paying much attention.
We're trying to cover her.
There are alarms going off now.
Yeah. And they're sort of in the middle of our group and stuff. So, it's a good shot.
Nobody noticed this.
Cool. Yeah, there you go.
Yep. They've got 2 emergency trucks there getting ready to spray it down with foam and, fire retardant, waiting for the structure to come down. They start asking questions about, because it doesn't fall immediately. They're like, what's going on? What's going on?
I'll just have a quick word with my manager to say, look, I just faked these results. Just blame it on me. That's not coming down. Just so put them in the picture of, look, she's just incompetent.
Yell at her and tell her she's fired.
Yeah. Once we got out of this work day and we back to work, you'll never be here again. Good.
Yeah.
You're back to the work,
Meantime,
people. No one has come to ask you about anything just yet, but you can see that the people down there are starting to look around as nothing's starting to fall, starting to question things.
I said to preemptively get the manager to say, "Oh yeah, she's just incompetent. I've looked at these readings properly. It's all fine." So just to defray that problem.
All right. So he kind of looks at your extra person, and oh, hold on. I think I lost audio.
Okay.
Your Bluetooth's run out again.
Well,
I mean, obviously you can't answer us for that, but hey.
Lost connection. That's all. All right. So he looks at your extra person, kind of points over at the extra set of clothing that they brought, work clothes. And he's like, oh, he looks down his list, goes over to one of his men who's pouring concrete into a structure, says, "Hey, Armand, come here. Look here and you tell me what you've done wrong." "What did I do, boss?" "You look down there and you tell me what you did wrong. Get real close. Closer. Get down there. Now tell me, what did you do wrong? I don't see anything." And he kind of kicks him in. He's like, "You dated my sister. That's what you did wrong." And he kind of kicks him off into the cement. And of course, it's wet cement. So Armand struggles a bit. He looks around, gets like a rivet gun and just pops Armand in the back of the head, struggling. And he just smooths the cement down.
The comedy world of Choom.
Better than rebar.
Yeah, it's going to cause a cavity in about 5 years. Nah.
That's the military. They'll have moved on and charged someone lots more money by that point.
Uh-huh. Oh, what's this? Same guard is coming over, yelling at, "What are you doing? What the heck? What is wrong with your crew?" Starts just tearing into the manager. Just sits there and takes it and just, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, from what I understand, we've got a defective piece of machinery. Yes, sir. I know it's a poor chief that blames his equipment, but what can I say? I mean, you guys hired the lowest bidders.
I mean, fair. Yeah.
Well, can't argue with that logic.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Look, we'll reduce the contract price accordingly. I'm sorry for any problems. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here's my name. Yes, sir. We'll make sure that she's new on the crew. We'll make sure she doesn't come back. It's okay. Yeah, I'll sign the paperwork. Yes, sir. And he's just staring daggers at you the whole time.
Yeah, I'm looking doing the control bit.
All right, let me make a roll here.
You can cry a little, it'll probably work better too.
Yeah.
She's too dead inside to cry.
Oh yeah. It's like, okay, hey, this, I expect to see some compensation come off of that bill. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And as the guy walks away, he's like, "Idiot." All right. Are you done here? Because we've got no work done today.
Yeah. We're good. I think we've got it. Are we good?
Yeah.
No.
Let me get my bag of cement. I'm taking this with me.
Yeah. Marius looks like hell. Like there's dried blood all over his face.
It's coming out of my ears, coming out of my mouth, coming out of my
I'm
eyes.
about that right now.
Yeah, so when you come to the check gate, they do the same thing. They run they do run scanners underneath all around the vehicle. I'm going to roll.
I said we should get a cryo tank for an apartment, but we're like, no, we don't need one.
So the guy at the gate just checks numbers. Doesn't check ID, just checks off numbers. It's like, okay. Hey, you guys are taking back an awful lot of cement.
Don't want to
Yes.
leave it laying around. Weather, you know.
All right. Okay, I guess.
What?
Go
You
on.
never see? Well, it's like this guy's never seen what happens to cement in the rain.
See, this is dry
He
weather
waves you
cement.
through.
We need the wet weather cement.
You guys are out of the military base. You're headed back to the construction yard where money's just exchanged.
All right, Tetris. Remember to pay the retainer fee for the submarine and the AV guy. Thank them for their help. It was an easy payday for them today.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we did all that too.
Well,
Yep.
we want them to have the idea of an easy payday potentially. It's like, yeah, let's be on call.
Oh yeah, no, definitely pay the bill. If you get someone, you pay the bills, or you will be ticket on this. The fact that we didn't use them is our problem, not theirs.
Should we repair that camera for the kid? No, yeah. It was the best nut running Marius ever did.
Can I activate my platinum plan?
Well, I mean, you're seriously wounded, but you're not dying. I mean, when you activate your platinum plan, they effectively do a drop and take you to a hospital. You still have to pay for the hospital. You sure you want to do that?
I mean, you're wounded enough for it.
Yeah.
Quick, someone punch me in the face. That's all it's going to take.
Don't
I
do
mean,
us.
I can give him more,
Or you could-
more drugs tomorrow.
You
and
could
they
just
just
drop him
won't
off
work
at a
today.
hospital if you wanted to.
But I'm paying for Max Tech.
Mission accomplished. Alt, it is nice to meet you.
No,
You're,
it is not accomplished at all. We have the
What
wrong
are you
person.
talking about? This is, as far as we know, this is Nancy.
We have
No,
to go back in tomorrow.
It's definitely not
Oh,
that.
Nancy. Oh no, Nancy was there.
Right, that is good.
Fantastic. Yeah.
You are
Well,
not
Nancy's
Nancy.
going to stay there now.
No, we have to
Mama.
find another body and go back in tomorrow.
You and what netrunner?
I'm
Maybe
not
we can
going
find
back in tomorrow.
Alt's body. I don't
I'm
know.
not allowed to go back in tomorrow.
Oh, well.
He's fired.
She.
Okay.
I don't know
Uh,
your pronouns. I don't judge.
Alt is a little bit in still a little bit of shell shock. She's, I mean, if you take her back to the place, the immediate thing that she does is start catching up on the news. She brings up the news feed, and it looks like she's going back like a good 10 years or so to see what's going on.
You should just skip that and go to the history feeds. You seem to be in shock.
It's a lot happened since I've been away.
How long has it been? Oh, longer than we've been alive. Fantastic.
Do you cook? Please tell me you cook.
No, not. I mean, I can boil water, cook some eggs.
That's it. I'm just going to turn around and walk back to try and get Nancy.
So long. Have fun storming the castle.
No, look, no. I got to talk to Nancy. Look, it was some kind of program that was being ran. I mean, I'm pretty sure that my body was destroyed a while ago. It looks like, and I've just been held in as a data cache. Nancy was there on purpose. She got herself into that on purpose to get into the system. Said she had a job to do.
Oh, really? Why would someone do that? What was her plan to get out? I wonder what it could have been.
I think it was us.
Oh, that was a terrible plan.
It was, yeah.
She should have known that Marius wouldn't be able to net run her out.
He has a lot of faith in Marius, you see. A lot of faith in Marius.
She sees my potential, not my actual.
I didn't realize Nancy needed glasses. How many fingers am I holding up, Alt?
None.
It was 3. Oh boy. You,
We can
Doctor,
do-
you might want to have to look at cyber optics for
Yes,
this one.
we can look over this. I'm a doctor.
Look,
I can look over you. And check it's all functioning.
look, the military is using a program that I wrote a long time ago. It looks like they've done some jiggering with it, and I mean, if she's looking down at this, I didn't think this was possible. This is not my body, and you guys were able to download me into it.
You know,
It looks
I
like
guess we pulled a wire, and that is what happened.
you. I mean, it was slightly better tech than it was better tech than I would usually use, but it wasn't, so far out there that I didn't know how to use it.
You know, you should
No,
talk to
theoretically,
Blake
this
about
shouldn't
this.
be possible because, well, this isn't my brain, and there should be a rejection process going on. Like, I shouldn't be able to. I mean, maybe.
I have
Maybe
never
I'll go
medically
mad.
examined Nancy, so it could be that she is not, that she has some tech in her that helps with this process. I mean, can I examine you?
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you knew that Nancy's body had some serious tech in it.
Yeah.
Supposedly, it was a cranial bomb.
Oh,
Supposedly.
But this is not the first time we've encountered people downloading their brains and stuff.
Like I said, you all should talk to Elena, not you, Elena, the Elena, the other one. You know, the one that has the little. Here, Kitty, where are you? You should be around here somewhere.
Yep. No, you're very familiar with taking a data intelligence and putting it into another mechanoid body, but putting it back into a flesh and blood body.
Oh yeah, so super weird. It's just,
Yeah.
I just thought they might like to talk. I mean, also it's currently one of those Neopet cats. Maybe petting it would help calm Alt down. Very soothing. Here, Kitty, where are you?
Okay.
It's a small
look,
apartment. You can't hide everywhere.
I appreciate you breaking me out, and I suppose, I mean, any body is better than no body. But I expect, unless things have changed a great deal, you're expecting some kind of payment.
Oh no! See, Marius is stupid, and he paid.
Oh,
that is not.
Is actually true.
It is actually kind of true.
It doesn't make it stupid, but yes.
I mean, that said, if you've got money, it won't go amiss if you should sort of,
You're right. That was
for your own existence at this point.
You're right. That was needlessly cruel of me. Marius has recently suffered brain damage, and I should be sympathetic to his cause.
Very
True.
recently, yes.
That is true. Yeah.
look, I still know my access keys, and I had some investment accounts that might still be active. I mean, if you say we're square, but I might have some funds. I hope so.
Well, you know, if you want us to go rescue Nancy, I suppose, or we really have a person for this, but she's in the bathroom, I think, maybe throwing up from the stress. I'm not sure where Tetris is. But you do bring up a very valid point. We were hired to rescue Nancy. You're not Nancy. Therefore, we probably need to be paid some sort of retainer to rescue you.
I mean, you're not. We rescued Nancy's body, so we did half of the job. But you cannot go anywhere just yet. Alt, that was your name? Yes? Because we are probably going to need that body. Or at the very least, we need to talk to you about what Nancy was doing in there, seeing as you talked to her and we did not.
I mean, she didn't come out and say it, but it felt to me an awful like she had a grudge against whatever team put together and modified my program. She was trying to hunt down. We were able to move around somewhat in the system, and she was able to get into. I mean, I helped her into a database. She was looking for a list of names. I think the original scientists that work on this program, maybe they worked on some other programs. It seemed very personal.
Okay.
Well, I
mean,
imagine it would be. Her brain got downloaded after all.
But I mean, that was afterwards, right? I mean, she went in there to do this thing. Yes.
Yes, at least that's what she told me.
That's
I
what she
mean, I
told
get
me.
the idea that she's
And she
not
got
entirely
caught.
forthcoming. I get the idea she's a spy of some sort, or she's very used to manipulating folks. But I think I got.
I know
the
she
gist
usually
of
finds a
things.
sucker like Marius, and it's very easy to bribe him. If you can make maybe the ramen noodles.
Is Marius the dental guy? She talked very highly of him, liked him a lot, actually.
Yeah, that was
I
him.
knew it.
That's just how deep level manipulative she is. She's reinforcing her cover story of liking Marius to better manipulate him through second person accounts. It's classic mice. Anyway, if you could maybe heat up ramen noodles in a bowl and put like a fork out, I think you will be on Marius's good side. It is that easy.
Think I can do that unless things have changed drastically since. Okay.
Forks now have
sure,
5 prongs rather than 4.
Or 3.
I'm used to substantially more cybernetics. This is gonna
Look,
take
I
a little
need
bit
to
of
look
getting
you
used to.
over. Stop, okay? Before we do any of this.
Okay.
Seeing as you're saying, oh, I should be rejecting me. And you obviously know this. So maybe your brain is melting from the inside out and we just can't see it yet. Alright?
I mean, he brings up good point. You need to check up.
Let me look you over and work things
Alright.
out, okay?
Okay. Here, you got equipment for that?
I've only got my my doctor's kit really here. So
We kind of need a CAT scan. I am thinking for you. Do we have
I mean, you
CAT
could
scan
always
for
take
her?
her to your hospital that you work
Yeah,
at.
we'll have to go.
Yeah.
We'll have to go to the hospital.
That's the first place to look.
They don't know they're looking for us.
They're always looking for us.
I mean, that is true. But look, that is.
I mean, do you not remember just last night where we broke a whole bunch of ex-cop wives out and hit them behind? That was last night.
No, it wasn't. That was
that was basically last night or yesterday.
it was a couple of days.
A couple of days.
Yes.
We
And if you are
So,
missing
yeah.
days, then oh my goodness.
well, I counted as one because I've only slept once.
Oh,
Because somebody
that?
keeps saying I need to make a plan, and Marius is like, "Please come up with a plan to raid this place." And it was actually Tetris that got our ingress. So we should thank her, who I will call Tetris because she is not actually here.
Cut scene where she's trying to explain to the teenage boy's father why her, an adult female, has abducted her son in the middle of the night. Got caught. Apparently now she's stuck going to the prom with him next week.
Fantastic. See, this is what happens when you miss a game. When you say you'll be there. Yes. So, which medical facility should we go? Do you think the dentistry place has the proper equipment for this?
no, and also that would be a place they would be looking for because if we stole things from the place of the medical things going on there, then they'll probably look there as well. Yes.
Okay, let's see.
Like that was not very good words. Look.
We really need to get you better doctoring equipment for your underground death lab.
I'm not like that.
You are Doctor of the Dead, so Death Lab. I know.
Having
All right, so yeah, what do you want to do?
You
here?
really missed your
Well,
calling. You would have been
I
a
have-
great
I have-
pediatrician.
as a level whatever it is, 5, yeah, level 5 medtech. I have access to a cryo facility 24 hours a day.
Yep.
If I need someone. So I do not know whether they will also have like medical equipment that I need there, but
Yeah, I'm
that
going to
is
say
a
it's the
place I
hospital you
can
work
go,
for.
which is at least a medical like facility.
It's a full medical hospital. And you have worked there long enough that everyone doesn't really care if you come and go because your hours are always strange.
Well, there we go. Let us go.
His hours are always yes.
Yeah.
We can go there, and we will take. Marius should come with us also because he was heavily injured as well, and I would like to look him over and see if there is actually anything I can do to help him
There's nothing you can do to help Marius.
medically.
Oh, I suppose.
Yes. All right.
So your
Come
hospital.
along,
I-
yes, everybody who is coming along. I do not
What's
know who is coming.
because they might be coming to see us. What level of weaponry would you like me to bring? Should I
I
bring
do
the
not
rocket
think they are
launcher?
coming for us at all, so I do not know. You are
So
the one
just
who is in
the-
charge of
just the
weapons
rifle.
thing.
Okay, I'll keep it to the submachine gun
Fine.
and my handgun, and maybe my knockout baton. Yes, that will be good. And a knife? No, grenades. How many grenades do I have? I have a couple of grenades. How many
Yep.
grenades
We're
do I
going to
have?
assume that you already stabilized Marius back there. So you made him.
I didn't know he
first aid
needed to
roll.
be stabilized. I thought
Yeah.
that was only when he was dying. Like, but in 0 hit points. Otherwise, yes, I would have done that. Sorry.
Mhm.
Sorry, Marius. Didn't realize.
It's okay.
Not
I'm
afraid
still
with it.
breathing.
You're a live patient. I'm not okay with that. Sorry. Yes. So, to the hospital, do the checkups on everybody. Make sure they're doing okay. I want to look at Alt/Nancy, and I don't know how I would determine this, but could this possibly be a different personality of Nancy, maybe? And that is why it is fitting in the head so well. But I'm also going to be looking for
That's
deterioration.
actually a really good question. I think this is actually going to be there's a psychology skill. Give me a second. Let me find it.
Did I put any points in psychology?
Human perception, maybe. Education?
No, that's it. It's human perception was what I was looking for. Yep. So you're looking her over, and I'm not going to make you roll for this because you got plenty of machinery to actually look at things. The tech in her brain is awfully advanced. Do
that
you
might
have
help.
any cyber tech skills?
Absolutely. Yes, I have that as well. I have, just in case I can roll it, or I've got the raw number is 14.
Go ahead and roll it. Yeah.
Well, that could be coming 4.
It could be worse. Could always be worse. But no, yes, just no
But you
matter.
know,
Okay,
it's
so-
not Marius rolling, so you're fine.
Sorry,
So
Mary,
this is
I'm
cutting
stealing all your luck.
edge. This is cutting edge hardware. What's interesting about it is that it is reprogrammable. Part of it by the person that is installed in, part of it by what looks to be outside sources. Looks like either a near field signal can change what the apparatus is. Yes, it can act as a cranial bomb. It also has other functions. It can act as an adrenal booster. It can act as information storage. Some of it, again, is under the control of the person that's implanted, and then some of it can be overridden.
Can I see if anything is stored in the information storage?
You can. So you. Okay, so I'm going to say just with the help of Elena, you're able to get a data dump.
Definitely. Need
Yep.
some tech help.
So the interesting part of it is the data storage isn't accessible by the mind that it is connected to. It's basically it's a what'd you call it?
Partition drives. No.
Well,
encrypted.
she's a mule for information, right? So yeah, so it's not accessible by her, but it can be read externally.
Yo, Johnny
So
Mnemonic.
you're in there, you're able to dump the data. It's all encoded, so you're not. I mean, you'll need to get someone to decrypt it, but there's a dense amount of information that was kept in the storage. Now, as
Right.
far as could this be another form of Nancy? Just because the synapses and there's nothing wrong with the brain, everything looks normal. So you basically just need to sit with her and like talk to her a little bit as you're looking at your scanner. So this is where that human perception role will come in.
I don't remember the name of the cube, but I'll be using the cube during all this as well. Can't remember his name. You got a name? Can't remember.
Cubert.
Yeah, maybe. I'm going to spend 5 points of luck on this as well. Why not?
Okay, yeah, no, that's good.
Oh wait, human perception. Where is that?
And
It is under social.
It is a social skill. It's
Yeah,
empathy based.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll spend 5 as well. Why not?
Oh wow.
So 25. So yeah.
Your thought might be really close to the truth, because when you're asking her about her interactions with Nancy, it's really ambiguous, as if Nancy may not have been another person at all, and more like having a conversation with yourself. But so if you're in like the hardware space, it's a little bit more. You can
Nebulous.
construct the other person. Yeah, right. So you think that's not too far from the truth. This might be a personality of Nancy.
Alas, the one without the cooking skills for you, Marius.
did you ask about the tortoise?
Why did you do that? Why did you leave it on its back? No, let's not ask about that. I mean, but her body isn't deteriorating in any way because of this new.
Not at all.
Okay, so she's
Not only that, but all the neurology seems to match up. There's like you've seen what happens when. So yeah, no,
different.
there's nothing wrong with the body.
Okay.
It is fully integrated.
Well, I can give you a clean bill of health, at least. Alt, we're calling you. Yes.
That's what I went
That was-
by.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I mean,
That's
so
not
you can
suggested at all.
operate in this body, even though it is not your body, and it will be of no detriment to you, as far as I can tell, or the body. So, huzzahs for that. But I'd really like to be able to keep a close eye on you and what is going on with the body, just in case. Yes.
Sure.
I don't know.
I have no other place to stay. I'm not exactly sure if I have funds anymore, so works for me.
Yeah. I guess
Well,
so.
we have this apartment block here. You can.
Yeah.
Sign this rental contract.
Yes.
No, you don't need to read the fine print.
Yeah, we just avoid the fine print now. It makes it easier.
So, mission accomplished. Time for pancakes, I think. Yes?
Maybe mission accomplished. Yes. I mean, okay.
Fantastic.
And while we're here, obviously tend to Marius, but I don't know that there's actually any. I'm not sure if there is any healing apart from natural healing.
There's not. Once you
Yeah.
stabilize person, they can heal naturally once they're stabilized, which you've done.
Yeah. So congratulations, you will heal naturally now.
Yay! I want to go to bed now.
You don't want to come out for pancakes?
Okay, just one stack.
Okay, so you can get a dose of speed heal actually, which will help.
No,
so
it
if
won't.
and you're at a
Because
hospital.
that's what I gave to him
Yeah.
already.
I
Oh,
take
you
some
already
speed.
gave it to him. Yeah,
Wait, I'll take
I
speed.
gave that to him when he was shot before. Yeah. Which I
yeah.
think was the same day.
Same day, still the same day. Yeah.
So no speed for me.
Yeah.
All right, so just
Yep.
1 stack of pancakes.
All right.
No bacon.
So you get
I-
you get hit points back equal to your body from each full day of rest, and you can get another speed hill
I mean,
per day. For
I can make
24 hours.
those as
Yeah.
the med takes. So yeah. So yes, I mean we can heal you up fine, but it will just take a few days, I'm afraid.
Hey, remember that other night market crew we're not dealing with? They're still around too.
Yeah. Well, I'm not dealing with them, so you know.
Yeah.
Oh, should we go raid them next? Are we sure they're not the military themselves? Hey,
Okay,
do you
if
know
they-
anything about a something that will just like a directional EMP blast thing? Just turns off all the power. It is a terrible device.
That's not really my forte. I'm a programmer.
What good are you then?
Ah,
I
well,
mean-
she's looking through the news feeds. Apparently, not much anymore. You guys don't even. Wow, this is how you run the net now?
Yeah, we figured it was poisoning our youth. It was terrible. This is what the government tells us. It was better for everybody to not have, this X site anymore. It was just dividing America
One guy
into
drove
even
backwards
more.
and somehow took over the entire net from driving backwards, and now none of us can use it anymore except Tuesdays.
Mm,
Oh, is that what really happened? I forget sometimes with all the propaganda. What is the main party line these days? Because fuck those guys.
I think it was just that the net got infected and they shut it down to stop it from collapsing.
All right, so you've got a data packet of some sort downloaded. You've
Can my
got
cube start decrypting it?
a Nancy in the body.
yeah.
And the Nancy. Yeah. We got number 8 on the Nancy scale. Yeah.
I mean, there are various
Yeah,
other
your
things.
your cube is starting to work on it. It gives you an estimated that it's going to take about 2 days for it to decode
Eh,
it.
that sounds
That's pretty
fine.
long.
Yep.
It's not like we got anything we're trying to do in the meantime, so yeah.
Well, this is an interesting experiment that I had not thought of. Can you sign your name, Alt? Don't think about it. Just sign it. Because I want to know whether the muscle memory will sign Nancy or whatever the name is, or whether it will sign Alt's name. We might even learn Nancy's real name if it's not Nancy and it tries to sign a name. I don't know.
It's not. What she writes is Sarah.
Okay, well there we go. We got another name. That's good to know. Sarah. Okay, thank you.
I told you, Marius.
You didn't talk to Sarah while you were in there, did you, Nancy? You don't remember?
Oh
that?
yeah, she was in there too.
Okay.
Yeah, really mousy woman. She worked for the government as some kind of document specialist. She didn't talk much.
She says mousy woman. Does that match other people that were body snatched before we shut down the restaurant for?
No,
Okay.
yeah, not at all. Yeah,
Okay.
good thought, but no.
So no, I mean documents. I would assume documents does not mean paper. Nowadays, that would be excessively expensive. Right?
No. She was some kind of she's some kind of analysis. She's like data analysis, mostly forms.
Maybe data storage. Maybe I don't know. Just one woman army or something. She's a Swiss Army knife. I don't know.
No, I don't think she's Swiss by ethnicity.
No, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah.
She's like, oh, not that you mentioned pancakes. You keep bringing up pancakes. I am kind of hungry.
All right, the waffles. First, we must do a security sweep at the Waffle House. So,
Oh, you know what? It's been a few days, so like the parking lot still has the crater holes around it, and there's lots of warning signs up for the cracked pavement. And a lot of the glass has just gotten like boards put over it from all the bullet holes.
Yes, so this is the local Waffle House. As you can see, it looks like a Waffle House.
Mhm.
Okay.
You generally do not want to fight the management. They are serious badass.
I see. I'm gathering by the condition of this place that this was you. Something happened.
Well, I do not wish to brag or break out my highlight reel as I, continue to brag and actually pop out my agent to show highlight reel of, me driving a cop cruiser through the wall.
Okay, so we'll say you leave Marius in the hospital for that night. You're heading over to the Waffle House after giving Nancy or Alt the once over. Yeah.
Oh, here are some clothes that Nancy just left in her room. Very convenient. They should fit because they were supposed to be your
she
foot.
did pay in advance for several months. I mean,
She still just left them there.
oh, they fit.
Well,
Oh,
miracles
yes.
never cease.
Huh.
Hopefully they are to your taste. I know they're a little bit more armored than what you're used to. Do you need a gun or something? I'm just checking. She did not leave her guns laying around. She
Oh,
always
yeah.
claimed
I
to be
mean-
more of a knife person.
I feel a little naked without one. Yeah, if you've got a pistol, heavy caliber.
uh, just take Marius. He's not using it.
Oh, okay.
I have a heavy pistol.
Okay. It's like, oh, this is nice. Ooh, it's not been used much. Needs a little cleaning.
He
There's
did
like
not clean it.
Pancake
Ugh.
syrup all over the grip.
Oh boy. You should just take that from him. Marius, what is wrong with you? Do I need to get you a squirt gun or something? Which I think they actually do have in the system.
I'm actually in the
well-
hospital right now, so
I know, we totally have you on video call or something.
guys, I'm like, they're like doing procedures and everything. Can we maybe do this another time?
But you always want to be here for pancake time. Pancake face time.
I don't know. Right? I'm not feeling like it today.
Oh, guys, I think he is on death's door.
Maybe tomorrow. I'll see you later. You guys have a good night.
All right.
Just in the
sleep
background,
well.
you hear the doctor saying, "Did you want ice cream, Marius?"
All right. So, Alt, what are we going to do with you? Have you had chance to look up your bank account information? Is the net too
it looks like-
different?
You guys don't have that much online anymore. It looks like I've got to actually go to a physical bank.
I
it
know.
looks
That's why
like-
we still have checks, personal checks. Can you believe it?
One of my banks still exists here in Night City. I suppose if they keep their records, maybe. You said you need to keep track of this body, though, so I take it I'm not free to go. Not that I have anywhere to go.
I'd prefer not to at the moment, yes. I'd rather that you felt yourself as my patient rather than a prisoner.
No, I understand, and like I said, I really don't know what my situation is yet.
No,
I would
Hopefully
like to
not
visit
dirt
my
poor,
bank.
because we like money.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Just just as a general basis of relationship foundation here. We do like money. It is a thing. We have to do
Well,
so
that's
many
not
charity
changed.
cases. Yeah, see, it's not nothing new.
I understand how biz is done. No, I get it. Yeah, if you can take me to the bank tomorrow, we can see what we have to work with. I'm going to need several days to just get my mind about how things have changed in the last long while. And then I I don't know. It seems I'm gonna have to relearn a whole new set of skills. I don't believe you guys. Really? This is how you?
What do you? We didn't make these decisions. We didn't choose for
Oh.
it to happen this way.
I mean, look at how great Netrunner Marius is. It's just terrible. He's what passes as a Netrunner.
Guys, I haven't hung up yet. I can still hear you.
I thought you wanted to do this later.
Yeah, but I dropped my phone. It's on the ground.
Oh no, you have dropped it and you cannot pick it up. We understand. Oh boy. Yes, you'll just have to listen to us eat these delicious pancake. Oh, with syrup. They have, the bacon properly this time. I'm still getting the spam with the cheese whiz though. That was surprisingly good from last time.
She just shakes her head as Pinball just starts to prattle on. Look, hey, if I can access some funds, and it looks like, things haven't changed so much that you're hireable, there are some things that I would like to have answers to.
Well, that's quite possible. Quite possible. May need to take a few days for him to get out of the hospital. Also, is there any tracings that we should be worried about? You're going to be snooping around your one still operating bank. Should we expect them, NorCal to be there waiting for you?
But they're not going to be looking for her. They're going to be
I
looking
don't-
for Nancy.
I
Right?
don't know what they will or won't be looking for. That's why I'm asking Alt here.
Well, it's
Hmm.
not. It's not
But-
that this is my bank. It's just it's the institution I used, and I'm hoping they have kept records.
Well, if they kept
You
records.
understand? Like this is a new facility. I don't.
Oh, that's fantastic. So I will expect them to be waiting and watching because that is the sort of guy I am. My head is like on a pintle mount. It just swings around, bouncing here and there like a pinball. Hence the name.
Oh, is that how the name? I see.
I
I
thought
see.
it
I am
was-
very
Why is it-
observant.
Why is it that some of
Maybe we're
you
like a gummy
use?
bear.
Why is it that some of you use street names and some of you use like your actual names? That doesn't seem to be really good.
Yeah, we're not very consistent with our naming.
Mm.
That's because I am a professional and I work with people that I trust, which is a very short list. I value trust over basic competencies.
Okay, all right. Oh, look,
You can't buy trust. I'm
Out
sorry.
how my software, who's taken my software, what they've done with it, and and there's some folks I'm looking for.
Uh-huh. Go on.
And you certainly know more about how this world works now than I do. So, assuming the funding's there, I would like to hire you to do some research on my behalf.
Excellent. We can do that. Tetra normally takes care of all contract negotiations, but I think we can have a casual agreement that something will pan out. So the bank is the next thing on the task because, money. We needs it. Or we wants it anyway. We trying to rehabilitate the entire neighborhood is a very expensive endeavor, you see. And that is apparently what we are trying to do. What? We could go just straight to slumlords, but we're doing it right. What? You want me to assassinate everybody in the building? I have enough bullets. What do you want from me? That's just what we are doing.
Should we be talking about things like that in the middle of a public space?
Yes.
Let's. Okay, I think I'm done now. Home.
Fantastic.
Yes.
I I slide, another bribe towards the entire staff.
Yes, they're like,
Working on our new play. It is fantastic.
new immersive RPG online. Uh-huh.
I got
Right.
tired of playing the elves.
Okay, so next morning everything goes fine. She's not like up and screaming in the middle of the night or anything. It looks like whatever happened, it's the body is integrated just fine.
Before we get to the next morning,
Mhm.
I would like to find out what she thinks her name is, apart from just old.
Okay,
I'm
she's
presuming.
okay. Yeah. Well, I would rather not tell you that, and it's not a trust issue. There's some baggage with that name, and it may be safer for you to not know it.
But do you want us to look for things, to do research for things?
And I can give you all the information you'll need to find that out if I can afford you. I just think right now I'm not comfortable giving out my real name.
Okay. See, I was going to look you up, have us look you up on the net, and then, see some things, and then show you them and see if you thought this was you or not. Because
Yeah,
of, what is going on with the brain and the body issues.
yeah.
Okay.
And I think
If you
that
don't want to do
name
that.
might trigger some things that you're not prepared for.
Okay.
We were just talking about how I was asking her, should we be wary for people looking for you? Just typing her name into a search engine will probably raise a red flag.
Well, only if they're monitoring every net ever. Well, I suppose we
No,
would have to-
remember there
Uh-huh.
is only one net. There is the city net. It doesn't go
Yes, so
anywhere
we would have
else.
to do that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
They are definitely monitoring the city net. Especially since this person has apparently been dead. How long have you been dead?
I also would not like to answer.
oh,
Can you ballpark it for me? Is 30 years, 20 years, 10, 5?
How old are you, Pinball?
I think everybody's actually, because Cyberpunk is geared towards punks, early 20s or so.
Okay,
I think I've said as much before.
Yeah, before you were born.
See, I knew it before I was born.
Be right back. Give me one sec.
Laszlo, she is old.
she might not be.
She looks pretty good for her, twice our age or whatever.
See, if she is an alternate personality of Nancy and not actually the person she thinks she is, then, showing her. I wanted to show her doctored images of who she thinks she is. Yes? And then she could go, no, that's not me, or yes, that is me, and then obviously that is not her. If you see,
I mean, she can look in a mirror for that.
no, because she's Nancy.
Eh,
She's in
I mean,
Nancy's body.
do you think alternate is what alt stands for?
It is a possibility I am considering. Yes.
Oh,
If that is not if that is Nancy's alternate personality, yes.
interesting. I mean, maybe you could do something fancy with brain imaging, because you know how the internet produces a residual image from the brain, right? When they jack in their avatars or whatever as a default. Why don't you try to get something like that?
I do not know that. I am not the netrunner. We would need Marius for that. He would know.
Oh, that's that idea is dead in the water. I see. Understood.
We would need.
Meanwhile, we switch to the hospital where we find out Marius actually is a good net runner, but only for specific things, as he's now hacked cable to get all of his favorite channels.
I had to get Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, and the Black Belt Theater, of course. Your favorite
The abridged version, of course. Interesting.
Yes. So I wanted to present, photos of somebody who is obviously not who all think she is there, and if she would just say, "Oh yes, that is me," because look, it's got the name and the photo and the short name under the photo and the photographs and
Well,
the
she's going to
newspaper
be
articles or
uncooperative
whatever.
with this, so
Yes, exactly. But it was just another way of trying to check if she was, just making things
now
up.
you are a doctor, though. So let me pose this: would that cause any mental dissonance and cause her brain to melt by giving her severe body dysmorphia or anything?
By showing the wrong photo underneath a thing, and then she has to say yes or no to it. No.
Well, she might be like, "That's me, but this isn't me," and then her brain breaks. I don't know.
Because of her,
That's
because
why
of
I'm
the
asking
body
you
that
as a
she's
doctor.
in. I mean,
Yes.
I expect that would have happened already at this point.
Oh, good. Well, carry on. You are the
there
doctor.
is nothing physically wrong with her, at least, that could do that. Psychologically, I mean, that is not necessarily my.
Yes, you work on
thing.
dead brains, not light brains. I understand.
Yes.
Elena, what are you working on? As they continue to talk.
I've just been ignoring them entirely.
Okay. Well,
Obviously.
the cube. It's going to take a couple of days for it to get everything unencrypted,
Yeah.
but it can tell you already that it's a program.
And it has it. Wahaha.
Okay. I'll let you know that don't run the program, analyze it, but don't run the program. Because that way lies madness.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It can tell you that it's basically just got through enough that it knows it's a program, and it got through basically the designer notes. The program is called Brain Dance.
Huh.
Okay.
Terrible program name. I mean, why do you want your brain to go dancing? That is what feet are doing.
Already.
Yeah, I know.
No, all right.
So now I know what skills I'm upping this time. Dance.
Combat
I
by
don't-
interpretive dance.
I don't know about all these other losers, but I know how to move on the dance floor.
Brain dance is a thing already, though, isn't it?
Yes. So is old Cunningham, who he's clearly referencing.
It could be, yes. But,
For the listening audience, if you want to know the backstory of Cyberpunk Red, shall we just go into that a little bit?
No. Just go and look at Cyberpunk 2020, and we'll leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
I get none of the references, so I'm going.
Yep. Nor would your character.
What is 20 years ago? Or
Yeah,
27 years ago?
That's an eternity. That is an eternity.
It was before we were born, and that
all right,
story
so-
actually takes place in like 2013.
So, is there anything else you wanted to do before we cut to the next morning? Then, where she goes and checks out the bank.
No. Just general keeping ear to the ground, I guess. As clean, make sure my guns are still functional after being hidden in, while protective, wrapped in plastic, but hidden in cement. Give them a good cleaning.
Actually, yeah, just on the word of keeping ear to the ground, just see if there's any mention of increasing activity from NorCal once they probably discover that certain bodies have gone missing from certain buildings.
Okay,
certain
so there
people.
actually is a skill to kind of get the idea of what's going on in the underground and what's going on in the area. That is your what's it called?
Everyone, roll that score so I don't have to.
It's the one
Streetwise?
it's the one for the city
local
itself. Yeah,
expert,
Streetwise.
Night City,
Yeah.
or
Night City. Yep.
Oh, that's under education.
yes.
Let's see. Night City local expert.
I did a Marriott.
Oh, good. Now my name's associated with things like that.
Yeah, it is.
Pinball, no. No unusual or different activity coming out of NorCal. At least nothing that's made news in the underground.
All right. I would have thought that would have been more of a streetwise, but this worked out for me.
It's more of a like, where would you look for information of things that's changed? Like, what outlets would you look at? What people? Yeah. So Night City in general, just having a good idea of how the city works is what I was looking for. And so, like, no, it's business as usual as far as anything you can tell. So checks into the bank. And of course, she wants to go alone. You can stay on the outside, but she wants to approach things on her own. She's there for a good hour. I assume it's like you've given her like just a bare bones agent just so she can contact you back and forth. Everything's fine. They're just waiting on pulling records. They've got to go to actual data stores to get the records out. She comes back out about an hour later. Big grin on her face, and it's actually very, Nancy's mannerisms, especially Pinball, who's really good about, how people react and move, because it's part of your job to know when something might be a threat or not. She wears Nancy entirely differently than Nancy did. Her facial expressions are very open. She doesn't move in a manner that would make you think that she's combat trained or like very well combat trained. She comes up to you and says, well, not all of my investments did well. Some of those companies don't exist anymore, but the ones that still did, I think I can safely hire you folks.
Oh, you
she does not
Arasaka,
have
yes?
a poker. She does not have a poker face in the least bit. She has just a very big smile on her face. Eyes are practically glowing. She's like, I think I can hire you folks.
Oh, I see you invested heavily in Arasaka and Militech. Wise investment strategy.
It's going to take a few days for shares to be excised and sold off. But yeah, I think I have funding.
Oh, fantastic. Well, when you have a proper job, let us know. Do you still need to sleep in Nancy's coffin?
I think it's best for now. Laszlo thinks I should still be watched medically. So, for now.
It would make Marius feel better.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, Marius, you're probably discharged the next day. They would give you another dose of Speed Hill, which will be body plus will for the second day. And that should get you up and moving.
Body plus will.
Yeah, whatever those numbers are. Plus your body healing for just sleeping overnight.
Yep.
So
twice your body plus will, and that's how many hit points you would get back.
Okay. Woo! I'm great. Let's go back to the net and save Nancy. I got enough for another few hits.
Alas, we don't have another body, unless you're willing to sacrifice your one.
Well, now that you have money, maybe you should put together a proper cyber deck.
Yep.
Hey,
so the next day, your cube pings your agent, and so the software that is decoding. Another interesting tidbit of information is that it's not done in the, I forget what it's called. So like all coding is done in one particular language now in Cyberpunk Red. It's not that. It predates that. So
That's to be expected.
This is old code. Yeah, this is old code.
We already knew Alt was old. She is basically a grandmother.
Right, but this is Nancy's body, and Nancy's not 40 years old. Nancy looks like she's in her early 20s like you do.
That likely story.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's enough.
Yeah, at that point, because I haven't done this yet, so I'll ping the group chat for just us to say, oh, yeah, okay, I've done decoded some of this. It's an old language. It's crash language, and it's apparently a thing called brain dance, whatever that is.
Grid
it
chat,
sounds
huh?
like the
So
latest boogie.
Marius's agent is now asking you to download more memory, Marius, because of course you don't save your agent. No.
I'll open the email and
It's
click
full
on
of
the link.
spam.
Download more memory.
Right. Okay, so we'll end it there then. More mysteries to figure out. You don't know who this Sarah person is, but the body may or may not belong to Nancy to begin with. You don't know. You don't know who the Sarah person is, but that's when you asked her just to not think about it and sign a name. That's the name that's signed out.
That's another name.
Fantastic. I will sleep with alternating eyes open and gun under pillow. You know, gun as pillow. Gun hidden in pillow.
Pillow
under
gun.
pillow.
You should manufacture that, Pinball. You'll make millions. The pillow gun.
Oh yes, fantastic! I'm already all over that. All right.
Literally.
And our other player did not show up at all. That is sad.
Yes. She's now negotiating. So what it ends up being is that it was easier to tell the boy's father that the boy was dating a much older woman than they were doing illicit activities instead.
Let's.
So now she's roped in going to prom to keep up expectations. Yes. I think you're going to owe her. All right, so we'll end it there. Here's how things end up. Oh, Richard, you playing any games tonight?
Not for. I will be playing something later on today, but not for a good few hours. I'm going to go to sleep. It is 5 a.m. here right now. But you don't care about when I'm playing games unless you're going to watch me here on Twitch at LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now. Limited
time offer. No
vowels.
vowels.
None of them.
Closer.
That was actually pretty good. Yeah.
Jameis, who is sick yet back from vacation. I wonder if those two things coincide. Vacation and then he's sick. I don't know. Maybe. But there's a blog that he can tell you all about it.
Yeah. No, as I was on vacation, I pulled a Marius and completely failed every single roll to come back healthy. So.
Yeah.
So at the moment, my blog is there, but I haven't done anything with it recently.
Kelly, you got anything you want to throw out there?
Hello? No, nothing right now. Sorry. Really boring.
Hey. Mario should spend some points and up some of his cyber or his skills, I should say. Steven, you got anything?
No. I just my local friendly comic book shop stuff that I do at the local friendly game store that you will never find me at because no one that listens to this is local.
Probably not. Probably not.
Local game stores for local people.
Yeah. It's not for you, listeners. It's not for you.
It's not for you. Locals only.
Locals only.
Well, if you found us, you know where we are, but go to BlueMagicBLUMAGIK.com to get all of our social links there, as well as too many years worth of podcasts. Too many. Say goodbye, everybody. Night all.
Goodbye, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
Yeah. Hey, Oak's in the channel. We can plug Oak, which he's probably playing a game later tonight. So you can check him out at twitch.tv/Urians. He's got some good stuff going on there. But yeah, bye, everybody.